all day long. You're going to see he's drafted 3rd overall by the Jets, then traded to the Panthers. Last year, spent it with the 49ers. 1-year deal with the Vikings. He's only 27 years old, has been in the league for 7 years. Coming into the league at 20 years old when he was drafted by the Jets, it just seems like he's in a better place mentally when you get a chance to talk to him.
2nd down 10. Chandler, the running back. Blocked there, Bradbury. From behind, Van Ness got as far as the 13. They say the knee went down at the 14. Pickup of 9. 3rd and 1 for Minnesota. Leading on a 29-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Addison.
Well, Chandler does an excellent job of following the block of Bradbury. Bradbury gets in space. He reads the block, understands there's outside leverage, so he goes to the inside and gets close to picking up another 1st down.
Chandler remains. 5 in the secondary, 3rd and 1. Darnold. Incomplete looking for Jefferson. Flags, 2 of them right there. Stokes, a former 1st-round pick out of Georgia, was defending.
Kevin, we're a long way from the field, but you can see the jersey pull by Stokes right at the end of it. And anytime you see that extension, you know the flag's coming.
Defense number 21. Spot foul. Automatic 1st down.
He's in good coverage, and that's where Darnold wants to go. He knows he has one-on-one. He just wants to put a ball up, and after realizing he's going to have to try and back shoulder it, you can see the grab. Watch that left hand. Gets on the jersey and turns his shoulders. That's what the official sees, and that's why the flag and 1st and goal inside the 5.
Aaron Jones back in the game, 1st and goal. Fake. And incomplete for Jefferson. Another flag. Stokes was back there with him again. And again, Alexander is out today with a quad and a groin injury.
Holding. Defense number 25. After the single goal.
That's on the nickelback, Keyshawn Nixon.
Well, Keyshawn Nixon was matched up on Powell.
The Packers
over on the right side of the field. It's actually Addison. Well, no, it's Powell there, number 4, going out to the outside. See how he wraps him up?
Yep, and
pulls the jersey. And
Packers do have penalty issues. 5th most so far in the NFL. Couple today. Most on the offense. 1st and goal. Ham. Aaron Jones slicing to the 1. Down there they had Brooks and others making the stop for Green Bay. In fact, they'll mark him at the 2. 2nd down and goal. Jones coming off 148 total yards against Houston. 102 on the ground. Number 10 rusher in the league coming into today for Minnesota.
Well, and to add just the dimension to this offense, you know, when you consider we've rattled off the different receivers and weapons that they have offensively, but getting the run game going has been important as well.
2nd and goal. Darnold to the air and caught for the touchdown. This by the tight end, Josh Oliver. His 1st this season. And the Vikings have gone up on a 2nd touchdown pass by Sam Darnold. 13-0.
Well, this play has been around the NFL for a long time. It's going to be a read to the flat, then a read to the corner by the tight end, then you got the backside crossing route, and your 4th read is the underneath tight end dragging. That's Oliver. So it's a simple progression for the quarterback. You come out, see if your fullback gets out in the flat quick, hit the corner, and then work your way back across the field.
They were working on the linebacker with the extra point good by Reichard. Eric Wilson was in coverage. So 2 possessions and 2 Sam Darnold touchdown passes. The unbeaten Vikings 14-0 over Green Bay. The downtown Green Bay, and there's Sam Darnold, who waited for Kirk Cousins to make his decision. He left, and after spending last year as a backup to Brock Purdy in San Francisco and kind of rebooting his career, he has found a home in Minnesota.
And really, that's what he told us. He said, I was waiting to see what Kirk Cousins decided to do. And once Cousins made the move that he did, he said, listen, I want to be in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell in that offense.
And that is out of the end zone by Reichert. 1st and 10 from the 30 for Green Bay. Well, families affected by Hurricane Helene urgently need support. Help the American Red Cross provide meals and shelter to those families. Donate today to Hurricane Helene relief efforts by going to redcross.org/NFL. Just devastation along the Gulf Coast in Florida. Our hearts, our thoughts, prayers with all those people down there. 1st and 10. Love through the air, 3 of 4. Jacobs working, and from behind he is brought down. Terrific play. Chasing it was Blake Cashman, who had a 13-tackle day against San Francisco 2 weeks ago. He's played for the Jets, the Texans, and now the Vikings. They lose 2 with his great defensive play.
He's been phenomenal this year. He leads the team in tackles, as you said, with 13 a couple of weeks ago, but just his ability to decipher the speed, reading up front, starts with that defensive line. You get some lanes you shoot through. Cashman taking advantage of it.
Packers who have the #1 rush game in the NFL. 2nd down 12. Underneath they go. And the tight end's got it. Working his way to the 33. And the catch is made by Musgrave. Knocked down by a couple, including Grugier Hill. And a gain of 5. 3rd and 7. Love after he released it.
Well, Vikings only rushing 3 that time, and looks like he was almost going down as he released it. Then his own player lands on top of him.
A lot of disguise in this Minnesota defense. 3rd down and 7. Walker the block. Lob to the air. And picked off on the play. Grugier Hill. Watson was tangled up like a pretzel, the intended receiver. And the 2nd interception for Grugier Hill.
Well, Watson really got twisted up. And he is down. The trainer is immediately running on the field. He got that leg pinned underneath him as both defenders.
He got his leg tangled up under the guy who scooped in the interception. With the injury, we step aside. After the injury, you can see Christian Watson up on his feet and have no idea what they're looking at, but the optics tell you as much as anything.
Well, it's scary. It could be the ankle, could be the knee, could be both, but I love the fact that he got up on his own and was able to walk off to the blue tent.
Darnold has thrown 2 touchdown passes early in this game. The interception by the linebacker. That sets up 1st and 10. O'Neal the block at the right tackle. They go to the tight end on the near side, Johnny Munt. And from behind, he was grabbed by Cooper. It's a gain of 9, setting up 2nd down and 1 to the 37 of Green Bay, which takes us to the end of the 1st quarter. So Jordan Love returns, but the story has been Sam Darnold for the unbeaten Minnesota Vikings. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes at Lambeau, and a 14-0 lead at the end of 1.
Welcome back. I'm joined by Kevin O'Connell. And Coach, you described this matchup this week as an all-out street fight and not for the faint of heart. But so far, you've had your way out there, up 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Sam's playing great to start. We've had some really good execution on some important downs, scoring in the red zone again, which is our goal. We'll get the run game going a little bit. Just keep on kind of keeping them on their toes, off their off their fastball, and we should be able to move the ball. But really good defense. They can change the game at any time.
Coach, thank you.
All righty, thanks.
Kevin O'Connell, along with Matt LaFleur, come from that Sean McVay-Shanahan offensive mindset. You can see the Vikings have only trailed 3.5 minutes this entire season, leading 14-0. Starting the 2nd quarter, 2nd down and 1. Jones plummets his way in. Ingram tried to open the way, and they got a 1st down to the 34 of the Packers on a gain of 2. Moments ago, this on a golf cart, they take off Christian Watson. It's an ankle. He will not return. Questionable, I'm told now. 1st and 10. Barr saw the block at the left tackle. And they go outside to Sherfield, who did not come with the team yesterday for a personal matter. Came in on his own, down to the 26, gain of 8. Darnold continues to be pinpoint, 8 of 9 for 105 yards through the air to the Green Bay 26.
Well, and after picking up the first down, they did a hurry-up, went right to the line of scrimmage. I talked about how this defense wants to rotate players and get fresh bodies out there. I think we're going to see this throughout the day, where they want to stop them from rotating the players, and they'll get up to the line for a quick snap.
Second down to Jones, reeling the other way, holding on is Wyatt. And they bring him down near the 21, 22-yard line. It was a second down and 2, and he picked up the yards right there to move the chains again. 4-yard pickup.
Well, excellent job by Jones once again, and that offensive line has really been setting the tone here today, giving Sam Darnold time to throw the football, and 42 yards rushing right now.
Darnold has thrown 8 completions to 7 different receivers. It's 1st and 10. After the interception, Jones. And got stuck there with the veteran Eric Wilson getting him at about the 19-yard line and a gain of 3, bringing up 2nd down and 7.
Well, they tried doing a little pump fake draw, and linebackers Walker and Wilson did not fall for it as they came up and tag teamed on that tackle.
Now, Kevin O'Connell has done this before. He's worked with Matt Stafford in Los Angeles, Kirk Cousins in Minnesota. He can coach these veteran quarterbacks and get them back on the right track if needed.
Well, and he had a lot of quarterbacks last year. He had four different quarterbacks, so he knows how to work with different guys and get the most out of it.
2nd down, 7. Doris saw the block, screen pass for Jones. Ingram in front with the block. And finally brought down by Quay Walker from behind at about the 8. Gain of 12. 1st and goal. The Minnesota Vikings getting the ball on a Cruz Hill interception of Love.
Well, it's going to be Ingram right there, 67. He gets a quick block, gets out in space. That's his lead blocker. Good play design and execution by Vikings.
It's 1st and goal. Naylor. Whoop. Timeout, Minnesota. Vikings have taken a timeout. They beat Houston last week, 34-7. Beat San Francisco the week before. Have a look at Kevin O'Connell. And here are the great running backs in the history of this franchise, with multiple great running backs, and you can see where Jones ranks all time.
Well, that's amazing when you consider the history of this organization and what Aaron Jones meant on the field. And as we talked to some of his former teammates this week and coaches, meant a lot to this community off the field as well.
But this time last season, Minnesota Vikings were 0-3. Now 3-0 on the road against their rival, the Packers, with a 1st and goal, and already 2 touchdown passes by Darnold. Jet sweep, Addison. Broke one, got a terrific block down there from Jefferson. It's a touchdown for the Vikings. And Jefferson, his fellow wide receiver, opened the door. It's 6 for Minnesota, and the lead is 20-0.
Well, this is just outstanding individual effort by Addison. He gets the ball in the sweep. He's able to make the first man miss. Keyshawn Nixon is on him in man-to-man, so he's the defender that's running with him behind the line of scrimmage, and then the handoff's made. Nixon comes up, he's able to, Addison is, and make him avoid that tackle and get in the end zone.
Reichert will tack on the 21st point. 21-0 Minnesota. An interception thrown by Love. Couple plays later, the jet sweep. The electric Jordan Addison takes it in for 6. Litnikoff Award with the Panthers as the best receiver in college football. Went to SC. 1st round pick by the Vikings. Missed the last 2 games with an ankle injury. As this kickoff after his 8-yard touchdown run, after his 29-yard touchdown reception, has got Melanie, the Vikings, up 21-0.
Yeah, Kev, Jordan Love told us this week he really had no idea what the prognosis would be when his knee injury happened week 1. All he knew is that when he was laying on the field in Brazil, it was the most pain he had ever been in. He told us he'd never had an ACL injury, so didn't know what that felt like and didn't have a timeline right away. So he said when he heard 3 to 6 weeks, it was just such a blessing knowing it wasn't season ending. So he and the Packers training staff have been working overtime ever since to get him back out there at this 3-week mark. But again, as he told us, he is not 100%.
And he told us, Mel, that 11-hour flight from Sao Paulo to Green Bay did not help the situation, but they did get the treatment started immediately. 1st and 10 after he threw the interception. The fake right there to Wilson, the block by Tom, and downfield he goes. Dobbs, who's caught there by Byron Murphy. A 20-yard strike. A good-looking throw by Love. And a first down to midfield for Green Bay.
Well, in order for the Packers to get in this game, the offensive line has to be stout. The Vikings bring 5 that time. Long developing play, and you give Jordan Love enough time in the pocket, he's going to find the open receiver. Look at one-on-one across the board. They all keep him out. Love's able to step in and make an accurate throw.
Vikings, who still have not allowed a touchdown in the first quarter this season, now on defense here in the second. And the handoff to Wilson, blowing it up. Jerry Tillery, a veteran on the line. Phillips got a hand on him. They lose a yard. Back to the 49.
Well, Tillery's coming off the edge, and he's unblocked. They're hoping that he gets caught up, distracted by all that's going on in the backfield with the fake handoff. Here's Tillery coming up the field. You want to see if he's going to get distracted. He's not going to be distracted. Comes in, makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, 11. Love quickly out. And quickly downfield, caught by Jaden Reed. Makes a grab of 8 on second down and 11. Bringing up third down now for Green Bay. 3 to go. And quickly assembling at the line.
Well, good understanding. That's a hot throw to that side. They bring 2 defenders off the slot. Both receiver and quarterback recognizing that, getting the ball out of his hand.
5 in the secondary for the Minnesota Vikings. Coming in number 2 in points allowed. And leading the league in sacks. 3rd and 3. Pressure there. Here goes Love, and deep and incomplete. Oh, he was all over him. Metellus was climbing in the back of Jaden Reed. That's a flag against the secondary. Metellus on rundowns will play in the box as a linebacker, then goes back to safety.
That's interference
On pass downs.
Defense number 44. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
Brian Flores has not blitzed nearly as much as he did a year ago, but he is going to dial it up. And this time bringing pressure and going man-to-man coverage. And that time, Reed not allowed to get to the football because of the pass interference by Metellus.
And by the way, Love is great against the blitz. At least last year, 13 touchdowns, 1 pick.
He's been phenomenal against the blitz. The question remains is how mobile is he? How can he avoid the rush? And I think that's what Brian Flores wants to test out. Is it the same Jordan Love, or is he just going to be harder movement?
Wilson the back, and the call here on 1st and 10 brought down by Phillips. And that is a gain of 2. This is a running back, Emmanuel Wilson, who's from Georgia, undrafted player, Division II, Fort Valley State in Georgia. He entered training camp after A.J. Dillon, who's now out for the season with the Stinger, and back of Marshawn Lloyd, who was a high pick out of USC. He's out with an ankle. This guy is now running second string to Jacobs.
Well, and really with the rotation that you have to have multiple backs in this league, and him getting an opportunity and making the most of it.
Second down and 8. Wicks. Love. Here they come. Down he goes. Brought down on the play by Pat Jones. 2 sacks against San Francisco. 2 against the Giants. His 5th sack right there. Getting Love. They lose 12. And it is back to the Minnesota 31.
Well, there's pressure here. You're going to see Jones loop around to the